Hi, this is Owen Alvarado with InspireTCG, and I got first place at my case tournament with pure Centurion. No extra engines, just a bunch of non-engine, bunch of hand traps. We're just trying to combo and Calamity every time. So we can get into the deck list. First, I want to shout out our sponsors. So first off, shout out to Team InspireTCG. That's my team. They're super awesome. Help me with everything. We test all the time. It's super good. And then shout out to our other sponsors: Dueling Guard, Tenfold, Main Phase, and Chainlink. All right, so we can get into the deck profile. So first we have 3 Primera and 3 Trudea. This is standard. They're just your 1-card starters. They both 1 card. Trudea is a little bit better because you can like book her and she can still combo, but both are really good. You play cards to play through multiple hand traps. I play 2 Emmet. In testing, I saw that drawing one of them, you just can't play. You just completely brick. So you have to play 2. It feels awful, but you just gotta do it. And that's it for the Centurion cards. There just aren't any more. For hand traps, it's 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm, and 3 Nib. This is like perfect. None of them were ever dead, really. I played against the Centurion Mirror, and this card was kind of dead, but he played the Bastille Horror stuff, so it actually did come up. I did nib him. But if you're playing the Pure Mirror, I guess this is the only time it wouldn't really be good. There's other matchups, obviously, but so in case you play the Mirror, that card's kind of dead, so just FYI. So 12 hand traps. Other, I guess, engine would be 3 Centurion Field Spell and then 1 Terraforming. This is just a starter, it gets you into your engine. And then 3 Oath. Oath it helps you play through hand traps, it helps you start your plays. And in phase, you can set the counter trap when playing the counter trap. So it just kind of gets you going. It's really the best card in the deck. When you draw it, you generally win those games because you play through everything, you Calamity lock. So, good card. The other cards, I play 3 Prosp, 3 Tactics. So I realize these don't really work too well in conjunction, but I found in testing that if you didn't have, if you got stopped and you needed a specific card like Trudea or Oath to keep playing, Prosperity was just so good to dig 6. Desires to draw 2 just never got me into the right cards. And then Talents is just your ripping hand after you see something because you probably can play through it anyway. So you're just looking to see if you can rip the second Imperm out of their hand or whatever. And I have to play 3 Book and 3 Crossout. This is just to have your plays resolve. If you book Trudea on her effect on field, she still places herself and then places the other card. That's an important thing to know. Crossout, obviously, it's just good. It stops every hand trap that hurts you. You side into cards that you can cross out too, so it's good. You just lose 2 probably still though. And then 1 of the counter trap. So a lot of people were on the other one, Phalanx or whatever. I like this one way more. I just like to make sure that my guy resolves. This stops Eclipse, it stops Droplet because they never send traps. It stops a lot of stuff. It's just a good card. It doesn't have as much recursion as the other trap card does, but I just don't care about it, honestly. 40 cards, just solid. For the extra deck, maybe a little unorthodox, but I don't know. We're still trying to figure out the exact build. So 3 Legatia. I wanted to play. I found that sometimes you would use both and you just don't have anything to really go into. So I just wanted to have a 3rd, and you really, in the pure build, you have a lot of space to work with, so you're not too worried about that. 1 Crimson, obvious, we're trying to Calamity lock. You could play 2 of this, honestly. 1 Blazar, 1 Calamity, you could play 2 of this, because there's just so much space. I don't think you need to, but it never came up for me, but you could definitely do it. But those are just the 12s. Then you play an 8, you play Zoroa. I really liked him. He didn't really come up today, but in testing he's pretty cool. So you equip Magistus card, and they can't activate the effects of any type of monster you equip. So you summon him out as an 8, you don't modulate Trudea's level. You either use Artemis, this Fusion monster, and this Exceed monster, and then against whatever deck that uses links, you just lock them out from playing the game. It's just in case that they have answers for Calamity. It's just an additional engine to stop them from playing, because that's our goal. And then just for generic, Lake Monsters, we play 1 Little Knight, 1 Selene, 1 Access Code. Selene and Access Code were awesome. OT King can be hard in this deck sometimes. They help with that. Last 2 cards, it's just Baguska and Excaton Knight. They never came up, but in the case that I, for some reason, get 2 4s on field, which happens sometimes, they're good, but I just never got Yeah, I just never got like de-shifted or anything that would have forced me into Baguska. And the Excaton, it came up once, but I ended up just clearing the board anyway, so it wasn't really needed.
You don't think those should have just been like Typhoon, Zeus?
So Typhon locks you on the turn going forward. So like with him like negating your effects, right? So you just can't use your Legation next turn. You can't Crimson Dragon into something else. So it's not like horrible. I just didn't like it that much in testing. I found that with a couple games that I'd used it, I like accidentally locked myself out. So you can play it. I just didn't really like it myself. But that's all preference, I think, at that point. The extra deck is just there's just so much utility in it. Then for the side, I played, it's pretty basic, just 3 Droll, 3 Crow, just more hand traps. You can like side in the Crows to cross out too, which is nice. But just like Tier is a hard matchup, so you just play this for Tier. This is good against, every deck that Joel is normally good against. 3 Eclipse. This is really good, like it helps you, it's just like Book, so it's just 6 books. Helps you play with Trudea, helps you play through hand traps. Helps with the Pearly matchup and then other just generic matchups. So I like this card a lot. It was really good for me today.
You don't think it should have been Spellbound, maybe?
It could have been Spellbound. I just like the interaction with Trudea. Having 6 books just feels good sometimes to continue playing. 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Duster. This was really good, and then 3 Evenly. Yeah, just against Rescue Ace, it's just good. Really a lot of decks. And that's it.
Any last words?
Yeah, I think the deck's really solid. It feels like OG Prank Kids before Adventure, except you don't lose to a Nib. You lose to Ash a lot less. It's just a really solid deck. I really like it. Cool. All right, thanks Kobe for filming. Thanks Pandemonium for letting me film here. All the guys for helping me out. Chase Benavides, Jose Munoz. They were just huge and getting me into the deck and getting me to like play a bunch of different matchups. So appreciate them. Cool. All right, there you go.